My name is Christina Kennis. I'm a Canadian citizen. I have residency in Cuba and spend most of my time in Cuba. Come back to Canada once a year to visit my family. With things getting a little bit difficult in Cuba, we decided to come back to Canada for an indefinite period of time, not knowing how long we would be here for. I have 2 pets in Cuba. I have a dog of 3 years old and I have one of her puppies, which is 50 days old. We wanted to bring them back to Canada with us because we didn't know how long we'd be here for. I called the Air Transat rep 6 days prior to our departure to notify him of the reservation for the dogs. He notified me that because when Air Transat had suspended their flights, the machine for payment had been removed from the plane, but that he would call Air Transat in Canada that day to request the machine be brought back to Cuba so I could pay for the dogs to be added to the reservation. We had 3 vets that the dogs went through. All documents were paid for, signed, they had their passports. 20 minutes before takeoff, not 20 minutes before boarding, 20 minutes before takeoff, the Air Transat rep notified me that this machine that he had confirmed had come in was not working. The software was not working. Therefore, he could not take payment for the reservation of the dogs, and therefore my dogs could not travel. I had to leave my dogs in Cuba unattended while we scrambled to find somebody to come and pick them up. We were not allowed to wait at the airport until they were actually picked up because the flight was leaving and we were being scuffled onto customs and to the plane. So when I left, my dogs were still at the airport by themselves. And I am now trying to deal with Air Transat to get them to rectify their mistake. I have spent a week with no communication from customer relations. There is no phone number you can call. Everything leads you to an automated voicemail. And customer relations has not dealt with me or emailed me anything since October 28th. So our friend picked up the crate, took them back to his place. My female dog is an indoor dog. She's not an outdoor dog. She's more of a guard dog. She has never a day in 3 years since we got her been without a family member. I'm there with her 24 hours a day. If I'm not there, my husband is, or my son is. And now we had to bring her back to our house in Cuba, which is unoccupied because we're not there, because she started growling and bit our friend who was taking care of her. Unfamiliar territory, never lived in his house, not used to being around them, and scared. So we had to bring her back to our house. We have a neighbor across the street who's going over in the morning and the evening to feed her. But outside of that, she has nobody to walk her. She has no human interaction. She has no affection from anybody. And she's in the house by herself all day, all night now. And we've still heard nothing back from customer relations at Air Transat.